Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with the strange feeling that someone was watching you? Ever felt that inexplicable shiver run down your spine, as if something invisible had just brushed against you? Taurus, what I'm about to reveal will make you rethink every strange moment you've experienced in the past few months. Every seemingly meaningless coincidence. Every time you glanced out of the corner of your eye and were sure you saw something moving, but when you turned your head, there was nothing there. There's something preparing to enter your life, something you're not expecting, but your soul already knows is coming, and the universe has chosen a very specific way to warn you, not through obvious signs that anyone could interpret, but through something so delicate, so subtle, so seemingly insignificant that only you will recognize it for what it truly is. Butterflies, not just any butterflies. Butterflies specifically inside your home. I know you might be thinking right now, butterflies, how common? But these aren't ordinary butterflies, Taurus. They're messengers. They're fragments of a parallel reality trying to communicate directly with you. And when they start appearing within your most intimate space, within your home, you'll know it's time. Time for what? Time to face the truth about who you really are beneath all the layers of protection you've built over the years. Each butterfly that appears carries a specific message for you. It's not superstition, it's not imagination. It's a code that only your consciousness can decipher, because it was created specifically for you by an intelligence that knows every wound you carry, every dream you've hidden, every fear that paralyzes you. Can you feel your heart racing, just imagining what might be trying to reach you through these silent messengers? Taurus, let me tell you something that will shake you in a way you may not be prepared for. For years, you've built invisible walls around your heart. Walls made of routine, control, and a need for security. You convinced yourself these walls protected you, but the truth is, they also imprisoned you. They kept you from experiences that could transform your life. They prevented you from experiencing the full intensity of being alive. And now, something much bigger than you has decided it's time to tear down those walls. Not brutally or violently, but with the gentleness of a butterfly landing on your skin. Each appearance of these beings within your home will be like a gentle crack in your emotional armor, a tiny fissure through which light can enter. And as more butterflies appear, more cracks will appear, until the entire protective structure you've built transforms into something completely new. You're afraid of this, aren't you? Of what might happen if you let your defenses down, of what might emerge from within you if you stop controlling every aspect of your life. This fear is real, Taurus, and that's exactly why the universe chose butterflies as its messengers. Because they represent the most profound transformation possible, complete metamorphosis. The death of one way of being and the birth of an entirely new one. For Tauruses born between April 20th and April 30th, butterflies will appear primarily when you're struggling with inevitable change. Each appearance will be a reminder that resisting transformation only causes unnecessary pain. For those born between May 1st and 10th, these winged beings will appear when you're hiding from your true creative potential. And for those born between May 11th and 20th, butterflies will be signs that it's time to stop living to please others and start living for yourself. But regardless of when you were born, all butterflies carry the same fundamental message. You are not who you think you are. The person you know as you is just the caterpillar. There is a completely different version of you, infinitely more powerful and beautiful, waiting to emerge. And the process of that emergence is about to begin, whether you feel ready or not. Do you have the courage to look in the mirror and acknowledge that you may have spent years living as an incomplete version of yourself? The first butterfly that appears in your home will shock you, not just because of the surprise of its presence, but because of the intensity of what you'll feel in that moment. It'll be as if something dormant inside you is touched by a gentle electric current. A memory you didn't know you had will surface. An emotion you thought you'd forgotten will flood your chest, an inexplicable certainty that your life is about to change irreversibly. Don't ignore this first appearance. Don't try to rationalize it as a coincidence. Stop everything you're doing at that moment and pay attention. Observe where it lands. Notice how it moves. Feel what awakens within you. Because this first butterfly is opening a door between two worlds. The world you live in now and the world you could live in if you had the courage to transform yourself completely. The second butterfly will appear when you least expect it, probably in a moment of vulnerability or introspection. And this time, the message will be more specific. It will relate to something you've given up believing was possible for you. A dream you buried, a talent you hid, a version of yourself you considered impossible or impractical. This second messenger comes to tell you that nothing is impossible when you allow your true essence to manifest. And then others will come, each at crucial moments, each carrying a different revelation about who you can become. Some will appear when you're making important decisions, reminding you to choose with your heart instead of your head. Others will emerge when you're sabotaging yourself, interrupting self-destructive patterns before they cause real damage. And some will simply land near you in moments of loneliness, reminding you that you are never truly alone. Taurus, what happens when these messengers start appearing in your life will shake up everything you've ever experienced. It's not just about receiving signs or guidance. It's about awakening a part of you that's been dormant for years, a part that carries memories of who you were before you learned to be afraid, before you decided it was safer to be small than to shine fully. Each butterfly that appears will activate a different layer of your consciousness. Memories of childhood moments when you were completely spontaneous and authentic will resurface. Dreams you had about your life before the world convinced you they were unreal will return with full force. And most importantly, you'll begin to remember what it feels like to be truly alive, rather than just existing in a safe but limited routine. The transformation these apparitions will catalyze won't just be psychological, it will be physical, emotional, and energetic. You'll notice changes in the way your body feels. Tensions you've carried for years will begin to dissolve. Your breathing will become deeper and more natural. Your sleep will become more restful. It's as if each butterfly visit lifts a layer of weight you didn't even know you were carrying. But the most profound transformation will happen in your relationship with yourself. You'll stop judging yourself by the rigid standards you've internalized over the years. You'll begin to accept yourself with the same gentleness with which a butterfly lands on a flower. And this acceptance will create space for aspects of yourself that were stifled to finally breathe and express themselves. Taurus, there's a very specific reason why butterflies were chosen as your personal messengers. You're a sign that values stability, predictability, and control. The idea of radical transformation may stir resistance in you, but butterflies represent the most natural and beautiful transformation possible. They show you that change doesn't have to be violent or scary. It can be graceful, elegant, and magnificent. When you watch a caterpillar transform into a butterfly, you realize it doesn't fight the process. It surrenders completely to it. And that's exactly what the universe is asking you to do now. Stop fighting the changes trying to emerge in your life. Stop resisting the growth your soul desperately desires. Trust that what's trying to emerge within you is infinitely more beautiful than what you're trying to preserve. Butterflies will also appear to remind you of something you've forgotten. You have the right to change. You have the right to evolve. You have the right to become a completely different version of yourself if that's what your soul is asking for. It doesn't matter how many people around you are used to who you were. It doesn't matter how many expectations you feel you have to meet. Your first responsibility is to your own authenticity and growth. Each appearance will bring a specific energy that you'll instantly feel. Some butterflies will carry healing energy, appearing when you're processing old wounds or releasing stored trauma. Others will bring inspiration, appearing when you need the courage to take an important step. and some will simply radiate pure love, reminding you that you are worthy of all the good things life has to offer. The color of each butterfly will also have meaning. Yellow butterflies will appear when you need mental clarity and confidence. Blue ones will emerge when your communication needs to be more authentic. Orange ones will come to activate your creativity and passion for life. And if a black butterfly appears, don't be afraid. It represents the end of a cycle and the beginning of something entirely new, a symbolic death that allows for a true rebirth. Taurus, what moves me most about what's happening to you is that this communication through butterflies represents a very deep level of trust that the universe is placing in you. Not everyone receives such direct and personal messages. This only happens when someone reaches a point of spiritual maturity where they can receive subtle guidance without distorting it with fear or ego. The fact that you're being chosen to receive these messages means there's something very important you've come to do in this life, something that requires you to become the most authentic and powerful version of yourself. The butterflies are here to guide you through the process of becoming that person, delicate step by delicate step. Over the next few weeks, pay special attention to moments when you feel restless or dissatisfied for no apparent reason. These are the moments when your true essence is trying to communicate with you, paving the way for the transformations to come. And when the first butterfly appears in your home, remember, it's not there by chance. It's a special messenger, bringing a message that only you can fully understand. Don't try to capture or control these visitors. Let them come and go as they please. Your role is not to possess them, but to receive from them what they came to offer. And what they came to offer is the key to unlocking versions of you never knew existed. Versions that are braver, more expressive, more connected to the magic of being alive. The coming transformation won't happen overnight. It will be a gradual process, like the metamorphosis of a butterfly. There will be moments of confusion when you feel caught between two versions of yourself, no longer who you were, but not yet fully who you are becoming. These moments of transition may be uncomfortable, but they are absolutely necessary. Remember that even within the cocoon, the caterpillar doesn't simply grow wings. It dissolves completely and rebuilds itself as a whole new being. And that's exactly what will happen to you. Aspects of your personality that you thought were permanent will dissolve. Limitations you've accepted as fact will disappear. And in their place will emerge a version of you that is freer, more creative, more capable of experiencing life in all its intensity. People around you will notice these changes, even if you try to hide them. Your energy will be different. Your presence will carry a new quality. Some will feel inspired by your transformation. Others may feel uncomfortable because your evolution will reflect back to them everything they lack the courage to change in their own lives. Don't let other people's reactions make you question the process you're going through. The butterflies that appear in your home are signs that you're on the right path, even when that path seems uncertain or daunting. Trust the wisdom of these little beings. They've already undergone the most radical transformation possible and emerged more beautiful than ever. They know what they're talking about when they invite you to do the same. Taurus, there's magic happening in your life right now that goes beyond anything you can logically explain. An invisible force is organizing events, encounters, and experiences to facilitate your growth. And butterflies are just the most visible form of this cosmic organization. Behind each appearance lies a love so deep for your potential that the universe is literally sending messengers to ensure you don't miss this opportunity to become who you truly are. When you see the first butterfly landing on your window, or flying around your room, or resting on your dining table, take a deep breath and mentally say, "I am ready to receive what you came to give me." And then simply observe. Observe what happens within you. Observe what memories arise. Observe what emotions stir. Observe what certainties appear out of nowhere. Because each butterfly that appears will unlock a different part of your personal truth. One will activate your courage. Another will awaken your creativity. A third will reveal talents you never knew you possessed. And together, they will weave a complete map of what you can become when you stop limiting yourself out of fear or habit. The process of receiving these messages will also teach you to trust your intuition in a way you may never have before. Each appearance will be accompanied by insights or knowledge you can't explain. You'll simply know things about yourself, about situations in your life, about the people around you, and the more you honor this intuitive knowledge, the clearer it will become. Taurus, the butterflies that appear in your home aren't just signs of personal transformation. They're also invitations for you to reconnect with the magic that exists in the everyday world. For years, you may have been so focused on life's practical responsibilities that you lost touch with the mystery and beauty that exist all around you. These winged visitors come to reopen your eyes to dimensions of reality you'd forgotten existed. Each encounter with a butterfly will be an opportunity to practice total presence, to stop what you're doing and connect completely with the moment, to remember that life is much richer and more meaningful than the tasks that fill your days. And as you practice this presence, you'll discover that it extends to all areas of your life, making each experience more vivid and satisfying. The coming transformation will also affect your relationship with time. You will stop living in the future, always planning and worrying about what's to come. And you will stop living in the past, dwelling on mistakes or clinging to old versions of yourself. You will learn to fully inhabit the present, which is where all real life happens and where all magic is possible. Butterflies will teach you that transformation isn't something you do, it's something you allow. It's not a project you control, it's a process you embrace. And when you truly understand this difference, everything in your life will become easier. You'll stop fighting your own changes and start dancing with them. Your soul was ready to receive this information. Share in the comments if you've noticed any butterflies appearing in unexpected places in your life recently. Your experiences may help other Tauruses recognize their own signs. Subscribe to the channel now, because what will begin to happen in your life after the first butterfly appearances is just the beginning of a profound transformation. You'll need guidance on how to interpret the different types of messages, how to navigate the challenges of the change process, and how to integrate your new self into your daily life. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any guidance that can support you in this metamorphosis. Remember, when the butterflies start appearing in your home, they won't be there to visit you. They're there to awaken you, to remind you of who you came to be in this life, to invite you to leave the cocoon of limitations you've built around yourself and emerge as the masterpiece you were always destined to be. Pay attention, Taurus. Your messages are coming.